For the most part, I like to think that weightlifters are a little different than wrestlers, where we don't drop 15 pounds the week of a competition. But still, there's advantages to being as strong as we can and as light of a body weight class as we can. And there's definitely some right ways to cut weight and some wrong ways to cut weight. And I am not telling you that you should cut weight. I'm just saying, however, if you are an athlete who does happen to cut weight, that you may be able to find some effective solutions with Advocare products that can help you do it in a safer manner, that can also allow you to maximize your strength so you don't see strength loss or see your strength levels decrease while cutting weight for weightlifting performance. The first thing I want to talk about for weight cutting, and this can actually be great for athletes just looking for general health and also athletes looking for increased sports performance, but the first product I want to talk about for weight cutting is a product called Herbal Cleanse. Now, I know what you may be thinking when you hear that. This is not a colon cleanse, this is not a laxative, it is nothing like that at all. All of us, no matter how good we try to eat on a daily basis, are going to eat some things in our diet that are not so good for us. And over time, that accumulates in our GI tract. Now, what the Herbal Cleanse does is it helps to go in. It's a 3-part system. It's got herbal vitamins, it's got the probiotics, which are good bacteria from yogurts, and it's got a fiber drink. And the combination of those 3 products go in and they help to clean out your intestinal tract to maximize and increase your nutrient absorption. 2 key things happen there. The first key thing is, again, all that stuff built up in your GI tract. If you're talking about cutting weight, it ain't muscle and it ain't fat. And getting that out of your system is going to allow you to have a lower body weight naturally without losing any strength levels whatsoever. The second thing that's more important is, again, because about 70% of your immune system is contained in your GI tract, this is a great way to just increase intestinal health and also increase that nutrient absorption. It doesn't matter how good you eat or how good of products you put in your body, if your body's not absorbing the nutrition from your food, the fancy term used with the Herbal Cleanse, it increases the bioavailability in your food. When you can do that, again, it's going to just maximize the effectiveness of everything else that you're doing. So again, that's why this can be great for just performance results only, because it will help muscle field work better. It will help spark work better. It will help post-workout work better. But also, in addition to that, this is a very safe, very comfortable way for an athlete to lose usually a couple pounds just from cleansing. It's a 10-day process. And again, it is not a lifestyle change. You're not going to be running the bathroom every 2 minutes. But again, this is a great foundation for an athlete who needs to cut weight for a big competition. I definitely encourage them to start with the Herbal Cleanse. The next product I want to talk about that can actually be used year-round, that again will just help an athlete maintain as efficient a metabolism as possible, is Advocare's metabolic nutrition system. The metabolic nutrition system is a phenomenal product. Advocare has an entire weight management line, and that's more for general population. But this really is the hub of the weight management system. It's great for athletes who want to be as lean as possible as well. With the metabolic nutrition system, it is a nutritional system. It is not just a multivitamin. It's actually a strip pack that has got your multivitamins in it, but it's also got omega fatty acids, antioxidants, it's got different tea extracts, it's got additional calcium, it's got probiotics. It's a complete nutritional system in here, and what it does is it fills in all of your body's nutritional gaps that we have in our diet. None of us get all the nutrition we need to on a daily basis. And when you fill in your nutritional gaps, a few main things happen. I know I started on the products, and I actually saw very extreme weight loss results. That's because I was in need of it personally. I dropped over 45 pounds on the products. But that's not what the average weightlifter is looking for with metabolic nutrition system. What it does, though, is it helps an athlete maintain an efficient metabolism. It helps them eat smaller, more frequent meals because they're hungry more often, but they become fuller faster. It actually causes them to be more thirsty, so they're drinking more water throughout the day. Again, it also will help cause them to stay more regularly using the restroom. And again, just it will give them increased energy levels throughout the day because their body's getting what it was designed to get. The food industry has changed more in the past 60 years than it has in the previous 5,000 years of human history. And especially between the Herbal Cleanse and the metabolic nutrition system, that is a great combination for an athlete to get good, solid nutrition in their body so it can run the way God designed our bodies to run. So the metabolic nutrition system will help an athlete just throughout the year keep as efficient a metabolism as possible so they can consume more calories to maintain a more lean body mass on their frame. Another product that I'm a huge fan of that I already mentioned earlier for just performance is Catalyst. Catalyst was actually invented back in 1996 for the U.S. Olympic wrestling team because they needed a way for their wrestlers to cut weight and also maintain all their lean body mass. Catalyst, as I said, is a 6-branch chain amino acid blend. it's equivalent to eating about a 4-ounce chicken breast without any of the calories. Catalyst can be taken in between meals, so your body, what it will do is it will go and it will send signals to preserve and tone your muscle. Your body always wants to break down muscle first and then fat second for energy sources. This will preserve and tone the muscle, so your body instead goes to break down fat first for energy while maintaining that lean body mass. So when you are in a weight cutting part of your training, the catalyst will allow you to restrict your calorie intake while not losing muscle mass, so you can decrease that body fat percentage as much as possible and maintain all of your lean body mass. Catalyst is excellent. Again, you can't take too much catalyst. You of course do have to eat food still, but it's a great way for in between meals to preserve and tone your muscle mass that you have. One additional product that can be taken for weight cutting is Thermo Plus. It's got a couple different tea extracts in it. It essentially is a metabolic enhancer. It is very safe, very effective. It's not going to cause somebody's heart to be beaten out of their chest or anything like that. But again, when you're looking at cutting weight in a small time frame and you're already on a restricted calorie diet, it can just, again, in addition to Catalyst and M&S, help an athlete or a person in the general population be able to maintain as efficient of a metabolism as possible. Again, to go back to the muscle gain, again, if we're looking at cutting weight and being on a restricted calorie diet, the muscle gain can be great because it allows the athlete to get more protein in their diet from a very lean source. The muscle gain actually has got 25 grams of protein in it with only 150 calories. It tastes great, it mixes well, and again, it's just another way to maintain efficient metabolism while also maintaining lean body mass. And then the final one that I want to talk about again, the final two actually I want to talk about again just for a minute, is after an athlete cuts weight, they often are dehydrated. And in weightlifting, you only have 2 hours from the start of weigh-ins to the start of competition, so we have a very short period of time to be able to rehydrate. That is why Advocare's product, Rehydrate, is a fantastic solution. I'm personally not a big advocate of cutting weight, especially with youth athletes. I discourage it at any possible opportunity. But even still, there are occasions when it is necessary to do so. My athletes, they walk into the weigh-in with about 3 servings of Rehydrate shaken up, so as soon as they step off the scale, they're down in Rehydrate. And again, that electrolyte balance will allow them to maximally, optimally rehydrate their body in as short a time period as possible so they can be feeling good for competition. In addition with that, I'd also encourage them to take a Spark right away because that will help remove the fatigue that they may have that cutting weight can often have on a body. And again, just one final thing that can be used really at any time throughout the day, but I'm a huge advocate of right after cutting weight, is Advocare's meal replacement bars. The Advocare meal replacement bars, again, very similar to the meal replacement shake, and you can of course use those as well instead of the bars, really whatever you prefer. But the bars taste great. They are filling. Again, they've got the right protein, carbohydrate, vitamin, minerals, fibers, fats, all those things in there. So you get in a very low calorie option, but it again helps start putting the right nutrition right back in an athlete's body. So a couple hours later, by the time the competition actually begins, they're feeling better. Most often a kid is going to cut a lot of weight and then they're going to splurge and eat something like pancakes and bacon and sausage and eggs or something like that. And unfortunately they do that, all that sugar is just going to be sitting in their system and they're going to crash, usually between the snatch and clean and jerk. And I would hate to see that happen for one of your athletes. So definitely, my kids pretty much, again, if they have to cut weight at all, I encourage them to have a meal replacement bar right after the weigh-in because that puts good nutrition in their body without being too heavy on the calories so that they don't have their sugar levels spike or anything in the body. Again, just to review on the weight cutting products that can be very efficient with the Advocare product line is first Advocare's Herbal Cleanse, then the Advocare Metabolic Nutrition System, then Advocare's Catalyst, Thermo Plus, Muscle Gain, Rehydrate, Spark, and the meal replacement bars. Now I know there's a whole lot that we just covered there between the 3 different benefits, again, of core nutrition, sports performance, and weight cutting for lifters. But I really strongly encourage you and your team to take a very strong look at the Advocare product line. Again, all I can share is what we've had happen for our team, but it has made the absolute difference in our team's performance over the past 2.5 years, and I am very confident that it will continue to be a very integral part of our success in the future. So with that, I thank you very much for your time, and please refer to www.advocare4weightlifters.com to be able to find replays of this video, as well as additional information about the Advocare product supplementation and how it can help weightlifters. And again, that's www.advocareforweightlifters.com. Thank you very much.